Have you seen enough from Marco to tell me he's knocking Kid out?
I mean, somebody that held off King and Queen at the same time, somebody that was boxing against Kizaru in the Marineford War. I think Marco.
Okay, those are defensive feats.
Oh my god,
I'm tripping. Bob, listen.
I would say, Reisu Sanji is not that much different than the Sanji that fought Queen, bro.
Are we serious?
Yeah, bro.
Are we serious right now? Reisu Sanji, the one that you've argued with me, didn't take out Page One, versus Sanji, who knocked out Queen, set him in orbit off of Onigashima. Those are the.
Wait, Garp throws a punch. It's still Garp.
Yeah,
it is.
And then
quote for quote.
So
I don't want to hear that, he could possibly. And
I've
again,
argued against that.
But I never said Kid would outright knock Marco out. I never said that.
Every time Kid tried to do anything to anybody, it always included somebody else. Always. Every time.
This man just tried to give Marco credit for him attacking him Kainu with Vista just 2 seconds ago.
He would have never landed a hit. No. But the thing is, hold on.
We got 5 from Gaidimon. It says, let's get straight to it. Battle of the most hated. Who wins? What diff? Marco versus Kid. The people want to know. Who's more useless? We want answers. Oh, man. Why y'all gotta phrase it like that? Those are my guys.
Marco high diff.
Marco high diff?
Yeah.
I mean, I got Marco too.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
What diff though?
You know what? Only because Shanks had a little sense of urgency. I'll go high diff. I don't really want to, but I'll go high diff.
I'm on the same wave. Yeah. I gave him high diff just out of respect. I don't want to hear the community.
Give your take, bro. Don't give a take because how the community will react. How do you feel?
I truly believe it's mid, but to me, I'll give him the high diff, just to be respectful.
Kid, extreme diff. I said what I said.
You're crazy.
Yeah, you're absolutely nuts.
I said what I said.
Remember, Shanks wanted Marco on his crew.
I know.
Just so you know.
I know.
So Shanks is not, he's not scouting fodder. You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
he literally is though. Listen, I'm a Marco guy, but let's not act like Shanks' crew is full of heavy hitters. He has whole lane.
Ben Beckman?
Hold on. The whole lane
Lucky Roo?
of his crew is they're mad weak and Shanks protects them.
You're talking those are his friends. Those are like his allies. I'm talking about who's on the ship. He said, Marco, come sail with me because I know you're nice.
I know Marco's nice. I'm saying Kid nicer than y'all think he is. And he has more hacks on his side, personally.
Where?
He do.
Where?
He do.
What can Kid do to Marco?
What you mean, what can he do? You mean,
Explain
what can he not recover
to me,
from?
What can he do?
All right.
Please.
One, Marco needs to hit Kid at close range. And Marco doesn't hit as hard as the people I've seen Kid get hit by. So does Marco have enough to knock Kid out? I don't think so. And I love Marco. I do. I'm the Marco guy. Does he have enough? Have you seen enough from Marco to tell me he's knocking Kid out?
I mean, somebody that held off King and Queen at the same time, somebody that was boxing against Kizaru in the Marineford War. I think Marco those are defensive
feats.
Oh my God.
I'm tripping. Bob, listen. I asked you to tell me he can knock Kid out. Tell me the attack that's knocking Kid out.
He kicked off Big Mom shit, bro.
So did King.
I also saw him kick King away. And I saw him kick Queen away.
Were they knocked out?
No, they don't have to be knocked out.
Were those attacks enough to knock Kid out? I asked that question.
Well, is Kid beating King?
Hold on, but they don't have. Does Kid have anything to knock Marco out?
Well, he has hacks on his side.
What hacks can he use against Marco?
If he uses a sign on Marco, what's Marco going to do?
Not be hurt by anything being attracted to him.
I said a sign.
Right.
Okay. Now I put Marco in a box and throw him in the ocean. Then what happened?
Why is he alive? All of a sudden, he always get thrown in the ocean.
Listen.
Always.
It's a wing condition.
All of a sudden,
it's a wing condition.
All of a sudden, they're near water. And he's just going to be thrown into the ocean.
The One Piece world is full of water. Odds are Kid can get some water if he needs to.
So you're telling me that you purposely gave Kid water advantage?
I didn't give him water advantage. If Marco kicks Kid in the water, Kid would be in the water and he would be out. It's not an advantage. He just has this win condition. I'm saying I don't know a win condition for Marco. He don't hit that hard. I love Marco. Lawrence over here cheesing. I know it. I love Marco. I'm not going to act like he don't go hard. But tell me how he knocks Kid out.
He's faster than Kid. I would assume he has stronger hockey than Kid. Not only that.
Why?
What do you mean why?
They both have very limited hockey feet.
He's right hand to Whitebeard. 2, we have people like Vista boxing with Mihawk and can't easily push him to the side. And we know that Marco has to be stronger than that. We have Jozu, who also caught Mihawk's flying blade technique meant for a Yonko, and he threw it away. Marco has to be stronger than Jozu. Also, he has the ability to heal himself during the fight as well. And he's treated like a Logian. if not better than a Logia. So when we talk about electromagnetic pulse cannons versus Kizaru's light ability, I'm going to choose Kizaru's light ability over whatever Kid can spit out through his railgun.
I mean, I didn't use the railgun as a win condition.
Also, hold on. Also, when I'm looking at Marco, I'm going to assume Bolo Breath from Kaido is also stronger than Kid's railgun, and he blocked that with ease. So when it comes to what can Kid do to affect Marco and get past his defenses, he has none.
So when I mentioned a sign,
what is a sign going to do, my brother?
it would
Magnetize him to what?
whatever Kid wants.
But how do you know that works on Marco when
Can you
he's
prove
intangible?
to me that he...
But even if so, look, put it this way. Even if he gets assigned and everything starts coming towards him, does it hurt Marco?
He doesn't need to hurt him. He just has to incapacitate him.
Okay, but hold on. But does it hurt Marco?
No, I would say it wouldn't.
Okay.
Well, yes, he just regenerates. Like, he's not a Logia. He still gets hurt, theoretically. He just heals from it instantly. You know what I mean? It's not the same.
Okay, so if Marco got put against the wall, you don't think he could, like, punch the wall and the only part that's assigned to the wall, he could just keep on his neck and just keep fighting?
He can
Do you not think...
he could use more metal? Like, once you're assigned, unless you can break out of the assign, it's Kid's game at that point. And again, Marco hasn't shown the hockey feats to tell me he's just breaking out. He doesn't have extreme offensive capability to tell me he's knocking Kid out. Even if he trades, even if they're in a situation where Kid has to trade with Marco, he's faster. I'll acknowledge that. And Marco lands, Kid's going to be able to take that. And if he lands a sign, which again, it doesn't take much to land that, it's S plus N. To me, once that attack is landed, I don't know what Marco can do to break out or take Kid out. While Kid still has the win condition, cheating, whack, whatever, of incapacitating him in some other way versus just knocking him out, punching him, using railgun like you suggested. So to me, I got Kid extreme death. I do. And people might think I'm wilding for that, but...
If he had a better handle on his Conqueror's Haki, I would maybe think about it, but to me, it's not there.
Let me ask you this, right? Is Sanji faster than Kid?
Yeah.
Do you think Sanji hits harder than Marco?
Yeah.
Okay, so Sanji in his raid suit fought King and blocked King's attack, and then King immediately started choking him out. And then after that, he turned into a pterodactyl and almost tears Sanji in half. Marco ended up throwing King away to a kick because he outpaced him in speed, and strength-wise, King wasn't able to combat it like he was with Sanji.
Raid suit Sanji, 1. 2.
Right, raid suit Sanji.
which is weaker than upgrade Sanji.
Which is a stronger Sanji overall.
Then what? Then who?
There's a stronger... I would say, raid suit Sanji is not that much different than the Sanji that fought Queen, bro.
Are we serious?
Yeah, bro.
Are we serious right now? Raid suit Sanji, the one that you've argued with me didn't take out page 1 versus Sanji who knocked out Queen, sent him in orbit off of Onigashima? Those are the... All right, listen, it's all right.
Hey, listen, I ain't gonna go that far. All I'm gonna say is I agree with the King point at least. Is that, I think we have to look at Marco combating a King and Queen, by the way. Don't forget Queen.
Matchups make fights. That's my point. They do.
They're looking to him to hold off Weevil, man.
Shout out to Weevil.
Shout out to Weevil.
Yeah, I'm so fresh like the morning. Mouth wide open like they yawning. Every time they see me, they in G-Shock. Homie, this is too far. Homie, I feel too alive. You can see me like Illuminati. You can see me like Illuminati. But I'm shining so bright, so bright. Don't come and try to share some of this light now. Give me a beat and I control it like a maestro. Ladies on a mission, they be trying to get me wiped up. Shawty, wait a minute, can't tell if I like ya. Gotta make sure you know how to shake it like a bartender. Team with me and they all winners. And you know we ballin' all winner.
What about Law? What do you think, Law?
Yeah, Kid versus Marco. I'm actually pretty curious about this one for you because you're the hockey guy / they both trash guy.
And they both don't really have that much hockey displayed. I was trying to debate and go in my head while you guys are going back and forth, like thinking about it. I just want to have a question for Sebastian. All right, you keep saying Hassan. How does Kid land it?
Because Marco I mentioned earlier, I don't know if you were here for that part, all of Marco's attacks, except for I think Phoenix Brand, are close ranged attacks. Like he has to close the distance and fight from close quarters. Like that's where he operates. That's where his kicks will operate. That's where, I don't think you've seen him punch per se, but it's where he fights. He fights at close range. Kid has shown the willingness to take even a Big Mom attack to land a sign. If he's willing to trade with Big Mom, sure, whatever. But if he's willing to do that with her, I think he would be willing to do it with Marco as well. And he'd probably have even more success because he don't hit as hard as Big Mom do. So to me, like, Marco has to be outside of range in general to never get landed on with it. And even if he does land, I don't see him taking Kid out to the point where it's like, a sign is out of pocket. Larry did bring up the point about him being intangible. I'm curious as to how it would exactly work, but he's not exactly intangible. He just recovers from the damage physically. A sign is like a non-tangible attack. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't have to hit you to land it. I have to attach it to you.
Yeah.
How that works, I am taking leaps. I will say I am taking a leap in thought process as to how the attacks will work. But I think it's a logical leap though. Like, I don't think y'all will argue that it wouldn't work, a sign. But that's my answer to what you said about how he would land.
But it's like saying, he has better reaction time and he's faster than Marco in order to land that. And we know that's not true.
I don't think he needs to be. He needs to be willing to trade. He's not faster than Big Mom. He still landed it on her. And that wasn't with Law's help, technically. You know what I mean? Like, he landed the assign in the pocket with Big Mom after she attacked him. He went, you know what I'm saying? Like, unless Marco can future sight see that, dodge it. Like, I didn't see that. I'm the Marco guy here. I didn't see that from him.
So let me put this in perspective, right? So what Big Mom ends up doing is being assigned, right? Overall, she's a bigger target, than Marco.
Fair.
And again, you don't know how his recovery through the Marco Phoenix ability works. So let's just put it in this perspective, right? He gets assigned the same way Big Mom does. And then he goes, I'm going to just throw this bull at Marco. Okay, so the bull hits Marco and crashes into the building behind Marco, essentially breaking the piece that's assigned. That happened in Big Mom's fight, where she turned around and the bull broke the building. Guess what happened to assign? No longer active.
So all you have to do is pretty much break the thing that he magnetized with you to it to dispel it in a way.
Right. Or he could just have all these things attack him because it's gathering towards him because he's magnetic now, right? And that does also nothing to him. Because Kid is not infusing Conqueror's Hockey or his armament hockey into the objects being thrown at him. We can say like the bull has it, but I also saw Marco take a punch from Garp. And I don't think anything that bull has is stronger than Garp. Even if Garp's is not hockey hardening.
He said the train's agreeing with Larry.
Right there, I'm sorry, Sebastian.
Hit me.
Larry just ended it right here.
Okay.
Only because, based off what you said. Like, because
Garp throws a punch, it's still Garp.
Yeah.
It is.
And if,
Quote for quote.
So
I don't want to hear that, he could possibly. And
I've
again,
argued against that.
But I never said Kid would outright knock Marco out. I never said that. I said I don't think Marco can outright knock Kid out. I said Kid has a more clear win condition to me by getting Marco to somewhere. If you don't think that the assign will work effectively enough, then I can understand why I don't see.
But that's the only defense you have. Even when we talk to stamina Watts, I've seen Kid get tired from using his awakening too much. Whereas Marco, he could heal. Marco could heal how many thousands of people and still contend with first commander and second commander people.
Fighting Big Mom, bro.
Oh, he's fighting Big Mom.
He is. I was like, what?
You do know that all the moves you're saying he's fighting with Big Mom, he's going to be using those same moves against
and
Marco.
They'll be more effective, most likely.
How? We just dismantled your entire argument.
All right.
I don't believe either of them got what it takes to take either of them down fully.
And that's why I lean on hacks.
I don't see Kid taking Marco down because he's all just ability, not even his own strength. Is that what you actually need to fully slow him down or affect him is hockey. He'll regenerate from anything. I saw him regenerate from Admiral attacks because they were ability based. But once you start using hockey from, I saw him in bandages after Wano. So it takes hockey to actually really affect Marco, which makes sense. He's an ability user. Kid has damn near like practically no hockey. I was coming at him for that. So in that versus, he doesn't have a way to really beat Marco. I don't believe Kid is more durable than Albert, maybe not even Queen. Like, I don't know about that. Definitely not Albert, because he's, Lunarian. And ultimately, Marco was sending them flying, but how they were handling it, they wasn't fully hurting them either. There was more like an annoyance. But Kid, he's also a conqueror, so he's going to keep fighting like he's also dealt with Kaido. We also know that Kaido does play to his comp. He wasn't whipping out the Hockeys or the Conquerors, whatever, or he was fighting with Luffy and on the rooftop. How he was dealing with them when he was a kid, Killer, Hawkins, Apu there. We don't know what that type of Kaido was dealing with. We don't know he was in his emotions and he was drunk. So I just see it's a battle of, I think, attrition.
Yeah.
Who just they're going to keep landing and landing.
Which
Whoever
does,
does
that does lead towards Marco.
Yes,
I
that
will
goes to
acknowledge
Marco 100%.
I will leave
attrition.
that does blend towards Marco.
Yeah.
I'm just saying one of them has a more tricky hacks than the other.
It don't matter what hacks you got. You ain't better than me, bro.
What?
That's at the end of the day. And just to point out too, if we want to start doing like the admirals coming into play with Marco, and granted, some of that's a little tricky in deciding like what was going on because Kizaru getting kicked midair still went backwards even though he played it off like it really hurt. Aokiji got kicked in his side. Definitely didn't spin right back after that. And then I think the most comprehensible moment was with the strongest admiral during that time. Lawrence is going to disagree, but Akainu. Akainu got attacked by Vista and Marco, and instead of taking the attack head on, he had to separate his body so it wouldn't hurt him.
I don't fight that Akainu did that. He could have did
You're
that.
saying he didn't do future sight.
I'm saying my whole argument is like you may not need future sight to separate your body.
Yeah.
You could.
But overall, he still felt that he needed to separate his body in order to do that. If Kid coming around, like, no, bro. Like, he not doing that to Kid, dog. Yo, you put the wrong face on the wrong characters all the time.
What you just said, like, it's not like an insane thing to me to do. Like, yo, I avoided taking
Put
damage.
it this way. If
crazy to
Kid
me.
went to go punch Akainu, nothing's happening. Like, Akainu's not going to be worried, bro. Yeah. But he was worried about Marco enough. See? This is what you do. You disregard all evidence.
bro.
You disregard all evidence,
I
bro.
was worried about Marco at all. I don't.
Listen,
What you got?
you're asking dudes for
diff-wise?
dude. Yeah, what did you say with this? What's the diff? I said extreme diff, Kid.
It's extreme diff for both of them because it's a battle of attrition. It's literally a battle of attrition. It's gonna who keeps landing, and then ultimately the battle is gonna be like who's gonna drop first.
Y'all got me gassing Marco. This is terrible.
Listen, man.
Shout out Marco.
One of the worst characters in the series, and we gassing him against the bummest of bums.
Kid even alive? I ain't gonna do all that. Let's
Crazy.
I don't
bro.
even know. It's honestly
You
it's
gotta
50-50.
pick a
It's
side, bro.
50-50,
Pick a side, bro.
Shoot.
Like, imagine Kid versing an Admiral, bro. He do absolutely nothing. Meanwhile, and I granted, I don't give much credit to Marco for this. The dude clashed with Big Mom. Like, at the end of the day, regardless of what I want to say, like, brother, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Well, listen.
Whatever, man.
Every time
He fought two.
every time Kid tried to do anything to anybody, it always included somebody else. Always. Every time.
This man just tried to give Marco credit for him attacking him Akainu with Vista just 2 seconds ago.
He would have never landed a hit. No. But the thing is, hold on. The thing is, Marco is not only known for versing top tier opponents by himself, but he did it with somebody else. See, Kid only does it with top tier opponents with somebody else. That's the only reason he even was able to accomplish ringing out Big Mom, because Law was there with his insanely hacks ability.
This is such a petty argument, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Replace Kid with Marco.
They still lose.
Big Mom is out.
Wait. You're saying Law and Marco versus Big Mom.
Yeah.
Better chance. Better chance. Better chance. Better chance.
Y'all talked about me and intellectual
Better
dishonesty.
chance.
This is intellectual
Better
dishonesty.
chance.
Like, you know damn well.
Better chance.
Hold on. Hold on. Seb, Marco has experience against even your guy. Remember the payback war?
Bro.
That's after Blackbeard got Whitebeard's Devil Fruit on top of that.
Bro.
So let's not act like Marco does not have top tier experience in battle. Like, that's not...
I'm not saying that. I'm saying if Marco is there, they losing and they have no means of winning the fight.
No, but you got to understand, you're making an argument by saying anybody that's below Big Mom's level is losing the fight anyway. So you just saying that just makes no sense.
My point being is that
it doesn't mean that Kid
matchups
is
matter
better than
and
Marco.
hacks matters.
doesn't-
That's the point that I'm trying to make. And at Marco's level, it definitely matters. At Big Mom's level, it matters less, but it still mattered and was the result of how she ended up losing that fight. When you're Marco, and you have less hacks than the other person, and you don't have your means to actually just win, like y'all still didn't give me an answer how he wins. Lawrence out here trying to figure it out too.
But Lawrence said it would be a battle of attrition.
But
which
why is he
agree.
saying that? Because Marco doesn't have a thing to go to knock it out.
Hold on, but but right now you're discounting Marco's strength. Meanwhile,
I'm not.
Kid absolutely doesn't have the strength. He doesn't have the hacks to
fight
pull it
Marco?
off. No, he doesn't have any of it. He doesn't have the hockey either. Meanwhile, the hockey factor goes towards Marco. The hacks itself goes towards Marco. The stamina goes towards Marco.
I agree with that
The
one.
durability goes towards Marco. Everything goes towards Marco in this fight. You don't even know if Kid can land any of his attacks. If we be at 1,000%, if Law is not there, how many of those attacks land on Big Mom?
He was landing on Big Mom before Ball got there. That happened.
He landed the bull? He landed the bull? He
wouldn't land the
He
bull
landed
on
the pulse, the damn punk laser. Did he land that without Law?
No.
Okay. Did he? What else did he? What of his big attacks was he able to land a sign without Law?
Yes. Go look at how he landed a sign.
back
Law
to the
isn't a
chapter.
factor in that.
Let's go back to the chapter, bro.
In my mind, I can literally see it go either way. That's why I said 50-50.
I'm about to flip. I don't have a coin on me, man. I gotta
Go
change.
either way.
Marv, you got a quarter?
Because to me, I feel like it would just but I don't like relying on that. Kid would have to hockey blue.
Marco is there with Kid. Kid does the bull. She slices straight through the bull, and off the impact from the slice,
He jumps off
of it and does it to her.
I remember.
And then she hits him with misery immediately after.
Listen, I remember. Petra's Farm remembers.
And then Law does tact
Yeah.
immediately after that.
Yeah. It was a team effort. I'm not gonna act like it wasn't. But y'all act like he did nothing to Big Mom without Law's help. That's not what happened.
Oh, good job, bro. You landed a sign. It did nothing.
Listen,
Did he land attack straight up?
There's 2 times where he lands an attack straight up. It's
When he slams
Don't
her
count
face.
the
he
one
slams
Nami.
her face, which you won't count, but that
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything.
When he's attacking
overpowered Yako.
when she's
in no
attacking
world,
Nami and he comes out of
He's
nowhere.
the
and
only
does it.
person that can win a battle of strength versus a Yako and get no credit.
But he did not win a battle of strength.
Yo,
Was the attack intended for Kid?
okay, once the attack got grabbed, could Big Mom not put more force in? Like she lost the attack. She allowed herself to get sent back.
Who's a smarter fighter, bro?
Marco. I give Marco that.
Okay.
Listen,
I was
listen,
about to say-
yeah.
I was about to say-
Yo, I'm telling you right now, Shona, you never know.
Yo, this
You
is
never know.
Listen, I'm
You
there.
never know.
And y'all go
You
back and
never
look at the
know.
tape. Everything I've
Because he
said.
really will be like, yo, Kid.
Everything,
Like, yo, and he'd be like, what? How?
Everything I've said has been
Telling you,
fair
bro.
and reasonable, in my opinion.
Wait, for this.
This
Okay,
right here.
Okay.
Fair and reasonable for both parties. But we can move on. Let us know who y'all got.
And
in
that's
the
why
chat.
I also lean a little towards Marco because Kid, it was demonstrated on Wano, like Kid's fighting methods. That's why Law called it out. It's like, dude, it's like I'm legit with a kid and he's doing the same basic attacks. We at this level, you fighting on here level.
What do you say? Enough water will chip down a mountain or some dumb stuff. I don't remember.
That doesn't work against Yonkos. Like,
Fortunately, he's not fighting Yonko in this matchup.
oh yeah.
But all right, we can move on. Let us know who y'all got. I know I put the poll up. It looked like Marco did win that poll, Larry. So like 200 something votes.
W chat.
Not surprised.
Yeah.